George Bernard Shaw's quotes. Irish playwright George Bernard Shaw had a profound impact on Western politics, theatre, and culture through his writings. Shaw's writing style was significantly different from the norm at the time. He used the theatre to put his political, social, and religious ideals on display, which helped to infuse realism into playwriting. Shaw had a distinctive writing style. Most of his plays displayed his radical rationalism, complete contempt for tradition, intense interest in dialectics, and verbal wit. "You know well I couldn't bear to live with a low common man after you two, and it's wicked and cruel of you to insult me by pretending I could. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Don't think you can frighten me by telling me that I am alone. France is alone. God is alone. And the loneliness of God is his strength. Only on paper has humanity yet achieved glory, beauty, truth, knowledge, virtue, and abiding love. A man learns to skate by staggering about and making a fool of himself. Indeed, he progresses in all things by resolutely making a fool of himself. It is not pleasure that makes life worth living. It is life that makes pleasure worth having. Men are wise in proportion, not to their experience, but to their capacity for experience. There is no satisfaction in hanging a man who does not object to it. 2% of the people think, 3% of the people think they think, and 95% of the people would rather die than think. It is a woman's business to get married as soon as possible, and a man's to keep unmarried as long as he can. I am afraid we must make the world honest before we can honestly say to our children that honesty is the best policy. Science never solves a problem without creating 10 more. Lack of money is the root of all evil. A learned man is an idler who kills time by study. I hear you say why? Always why? You see things, and you say why? But I dream things that never were, and I say why not? One man that has a mind and knows it can always beat 10 men who haven't and don't. I learned long ago, never to wrestle with a pig. You get dirty, and besides, the pig likes it. If history repeats itself, and the unexpected always happens, how incapable must man be of learning from experience? But to admire a strong person and to live under that strong person's thumb are two different things. I don't know if there are men on the moon, but if there are, they must be using the earth as their lunatic asylum. Shall I turn up the light for you? No, give me deeper darkness. Money is not made in the light. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and, if they can't find them, make them. There is only one religion, though there are 100 versions of it. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get. Make it a rule never to give a child a book you would not read yourself. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. Beware of false knowledge, it is more dangerous than ignorance. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. If you want to tell people the truth, make them laugh, otherwise they'll kill you. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world, the unreasonable one persists in trying to adapt the world to himself. Therefore all progress depends on the unreasonable man.